Hello, and thanks for watching. A little bit of Star Trek Online here. I'm running with this ship that I got with the DR pack. It's a pretty nice looking little escort ship. It's got some, I don't have any, some of my stuff's missing because I've got it on a shuttle for the shuttle events. I'm not planning on taking the ship into combat. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the Defiant. You know, it's not a bad looking little ship. I gotta be honest with you, when I first started looking at the DR pack as actually something worth buying, I learned I didn't like the looks of the ship, and since then I gotta say I've played with all the ships. I've leveled all the ships up. I really like the ships that they introduced with the DR pack. I think they're really nice. They're sleek. I haven't done much with decorating this one. I just kind of like the way it looks as is. It does remind me of the Defiant. Some people don't like the looks of them, but I do. I think it's a nice looking ship. I'm in this sector looking for an Omega particle to scan, but I'm also in a shuttle queue, so we get to do a little shuttle combat here in a second. I'd like to talk a little bit about the Star Trek Online game forums. For those of you who play Star Trek Online, you probably already know that the game forums are a no-go zone. They're just filled with a bunch of trolls, people that don't play the game. If they do play the game, they used to only play free-to-play, and they certainly aren't invested in playing the game, like subscribers or lifetime members or anything like that. They're just people that are there. They're miserable in their own lives, so they gotta hang out at the Star Trek Online game forums and make your life miserable. It's sad to say that that is the way it is, but in most cases, you know, it is. You know, they're just big fat dudes that have nothing going on in life, and or spoil rotten little kids that don't know any better. And they think it's funny to attack people who make legitimate posts or go there to, you know, try to, you know, have meaningful conversations or just, you know, have fun with some friends that like Star Trek Online, you know, other people that play the game. And what I've found by going there and just posting generally, you know, hey, you know, normal topics and stuff, they rapidly devolve into troll fests. My original posts or OP posts are attacked, and I'm attacked personally, called all kinds of names. Hell, they even call my cat names. One post was I made a post about how I really like this Yellowstone shuttle, and I think it's a better shuttle than, say, the Delta Flyer. It survives better. It works well with an engineering character. And I was attacked over it. I mean, viciously attacked. And I didn't understand why, and then it dawned on me, oh yeah, duh, I'm being attacked by people that don't play the game. They're just nothing but a bunch of troll losers. And hence the reason why I'm making this video is to talk about the game in general and about these troll losers that plague the Star Trek Online game forums. It's a shame that they've ruined the forums and that Cryptic / Perfect World are unwilling to police their own game forums or do anything about them. Except to say that if you post something negative about Cryptic or, you know, Perfect World, they'll take your post down real quick. I mean, almost instantly now. No negative posts about Cryptic or Perfect World. But if you want to attack players because they post something about, hey, they like this ship or they don't like this ship, or hey, they're frustrated about this because this is broken and they want to know if it's going to get fixed, and they're attacked over it, and not constructively attacked, I mean viciously attacked, called names, basically 11, 12-year-old childish shit. And adult children, you know, guys that are, you know, older than 18 that attack people because they're nerd raging behind their keyboard, spilling their Mountain Dew and their Cheetos all over their laps. Those guys aren't worth the time of day. They sure as hell aren't worth a response, especially when they're just doing nothing but trolling. But they do get on your nerves. They are frustrating to deal with, and they seem to outright own the Star Trek Online game forums. And again, Cryptic doesn't do anything about it. Cryptic apparently would rather penalize people like myself and all these guys that are in here playing right now by making us suffer through those people by doing nothing to them or removing them from their forums. So people like myself and all these good players here cannot use the game forums for what they were intended to be used for. Star Trek Online, chatting, having a good time, trying to sort stuff out, a place to go when you're frustrated and need help. I should be honest. There are some good people that do try to post there that are very helpful. I've gotten some good advice from some good people. But lately, i.e. the last 9 months, the forums have devolved into nothing but an over-bloated troll home. And it's like one troll trying to outdo the troll above them's post over and over and over again. The only other place I've seen such vitriol and hatred is on political forums, where liberals and conservatives combat each other, and it's like one liberal has 50 accounts, and he attacks a conservative point of view, and then, you know, all of a sudden 49 other people come in and attack him, and it turns out it's one dude with 50 accounts. And I kid you not, that is a common thing with those guys. That's what it feels like it's going on Star Trek Online on the forums. Is like one or two people have multiple accounts, and all they do is they attack and, you know, reattack. Like, yeah, I agree with you. Well, yeah, you agree with him because you just made that post under a different username. Of course you agree with him, you dope. Why don't you get a life, you know, or at least play the damn game that you're sitting here attacking us for, you know, making comments about. You know, pointing out an exploit is a cheat, and then you come on there and tell me that I'm a loser because I don't cheat. Well, you know, piss off. But that doesn't get anywhere because that's what they want. They want you to get mad so they can sit back and make their little YouTube videos, kind of like what I'm doing right now, laughing at you. And I've been sent links of a couple of less than, you know, polite individuals doing exactly that. And no, I'm not going to include. I was going to include the links, but I don't want to give those guys any more views than they've already gotten. They're just douchebugs. And what they do is they troll forums of popular games, and they go after posts, and they attack people, and then they record themselves reading their responses and making jokes about it. And these guys are less than 18 years old, and they got over 1 million views on some of their videos. And I think everybody knows who they are. They've either fallen prey to them or they've seen their videos and stuff. But yeah, we see more and more of that every day now, especially on the Star Trek Online forums. It's like it's a sport. It's a new game for these people. They got bored playing Star Trek Online, so what do? They prowl the STO forums or other game forums, attacking people that still play the game and harassing them in the forums. And in some cases, they follow them into the game and attack them in the game. They hound them in the game. Oh, I got blowed up. See, I'm talking and I'm not paying attention. Normally I would not got blowed up. And I got blowed up by a damn Klingon. Arg. You know, today is not a good day to die, you bastard. But, yeah, I'll go find that Klingon now. I'll kick his ass. God darn it. That's one of the bugs we're having right now is the UEI, or general user interface, has a delay or a lag issue. Oh, that's interesting. I've never seen that before. Check that out. I'm flaming out, guys. My guns are hot. When I say I was going to barbecue them, I didn't mean I was going to barbecue them. But, yeah, this is what I love about this game. The explosions. The fact that I can shoot and blow shit up is so therapeutical. It's a lot of fun. You know, granted, I think the shuttle events are by far the funnest thing that they got going on in Star Trek Online. I wish they had them more often. I like the rewards are doubled. Although you don't really have a need for the marks now at this point. But it's still a lot of fun to play. Oops, I'm getting damaged. Run, Will Robinson, run! Danger! Klingon shooting at you. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I love these shuttle events. I don't like some of the matches that they have us doing because they're a little overpowered for shuttles. It's kind of hard to meet the objectives in some cases, even with really strong shuttle players. It can be a little bit difficult to meet the objectives, but it's still a lot of fun. Don't get me wrong. I recommend you playing them if you are. And there's 4 events currently available for the shuttle event, which ends in about 6 hours, unfortunately. I would love to have had more time this weekend to play it, but to be frank, I get depressed, and when I get depressed, I can't do much of anything except try and get through the day. And I'm really bummed out that I got hit with a wave of depression after my little forum incident, and normally I wouldn't let something like that bother me, but it's also around the same time that I lost my sister a couple of so her birthday's in this month, and a lot of things kind of hit us all at once, and that was one of the things that it just contributed to having a bad week, and it was cultivated with the forum attacks and personal messages and attacks that I got in the forum, and I don't know what to say. It got me down, and I didn't get to take full advantage of the shuttle event like I'd hoped to. But that being said, let's see what we need. I'm probably going to go with Dyson. Oh, actually I should go with the Undine. Or Delta. Let's go with Dyson. Now, let's go with Undine. Let's see how many we get. I think we're going to get 95, hopefully. Oh, 145. Score! 360 more dilithium for the bank. Awesome. Anyways, I do appreciate taking time to watch, and I apologize if I got a little bit of a downer, but my advice to you is, yes, play Star Trek Online. It's a great game. A lot of fun. It looks great. It's a marvelously good-looking game. And if by any chance you have to go to the game forums, I strongly urge you to be very careful. The people there are some good people there, but most of them are just absolute trolls. So keep that in mind, and try not to get frustrated with the responses, and don't let them push your buttons. Don't feed the trolls, in other words. And they're going to try and get you to feed them. Mark my words on that. They're going to post some pretty nasty things and say some pretty off-the-cuff, retarded things. Don't let them sucker you into it. I got suckered into it over Friday, and it ruined my entire weekend. So please don't get suckered into it. With that being said, I do hope you have a great week, and thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please hit that like button for me. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.